some reason it's not working. Well, let me just copy this. I don't know why this happens. Hold on. Yeah, I'll look in the bags right now. I should turn off that taxi light for now. That. Okay, there goes the APU. Okay. Size. Try and get this text to work, because for some reason the other one's not working, and I have no idea why. I know I can only type a number. Oh, What was that number? 3280. Okay. 3280. There we go. Scroll. Now, what was 84? Okay. Okay. So get the font size real quick. 73. Sorry about this. I don't think this is going to be an issue. Oh, now it is. 73 doesn't want to work. What about 60? Is that what the issue is? Seriously? No, it's just broken. Now, so we'll go 60. I need to use outline. Scroll speed is 130. As he smooth down behind the camera. Okay, there we go. This is 5. And capacity is 100. Okay, everything's all set. Awesome. Alright. Okay, boarding's done. Excellent. We can go ahead and button that up. Quality looks excellent on the stream. That is good. Really good. Okay. Go ahead and push back. Oh, beacon's already on. Okay. Oops, forgot to turn it off. Using the old OBS, that's probably why it was probably giving me some issues. I would move to the new one, but it's a lot of work getting all that stuff over there. I got add-on scripts and stuff, and I gotta reinstall them, and I'll get to it sometime. Not right now. Here we go. Yeah, the stream quality looks good. That's awesome. Hopefully there isn't any buffering issues. There shouldn't be. So these are going to be short, intermediate flights. They're not going to be too long. They might be a little short, but not that short. Like probably 15 to 20 minute flights. It's not that bad. Let me go ahead and get the autopilot already for when we take off. And even the GPS, that'd be great to know where we're going. That's gonna be... Let's see. These settings need to work, so let's see. Zooming in direction 240, we're gonna set our heading for that. Now, let's see, cruising altitude will be... let's give it 8,000. Alright, looks like we're ready to taxi. And auto throttle doesn't work on this. I have no idea why. Auto throttle does not work for a lot of things for me. Go and turn on taxi lights. And here we go. We're doing some more virtual American flights here in the future, but right now I'm just kind of taking it easy. Trying to transition from going from offline to VATSIM. So I'm in the middle of training for that, so taking online courses with VATSIM and quizzes and all that fun stuff. So it'll be a while before I actually go on VATSIM, but I'm gonna go into the west.
Bravo, Hotel Bravo, traffic, Eagle Flight 505, taking off, runway 4, departure to the west.
Strobe on, landing lights on. Here we go. V1. Rotate. V2. Positive climb, gear up. Landing lights off. Taxi lights coming off. Man, those instructions were off on this thing. Okay. Setting heading. Altitude. I'm gonna go ahead and set it for VS. And that's climbing rate of 3.3. Okay, that's good. See how good 240 is. I think it's good. Bar heading lock. I'm getting to overspeed. So back it off a little. Yeah, 240 is a good heading. Because usually, well, we could go 230. Not 230, 250. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set it to 250. Just bump it up 10 degrees. Because usually Portland comes in on a runway 29er. So I'll go ahead and prep for that. There. Love to fly a CRJ 200 in this, but no good developers ever really come out with the CRJ 200, unfortunately. I know Virtual Coal's in the process of making one right now. It's actually in development. They're making the 100, 200, 700, and 900. So that's good. because Wilco, well, actually, Field there, they made the 200, 700, 900, but that is really old, and doesn't even work for this, really. And the new one, the NG, doesn't even have this one. It just has the 700, 900, and 1000, and the 900 really sucks. The 700 and 1000 are the only ones that really work. The 900 works, but with landing, once the rear wheels touch the pavement, the front nose automatically slams into the ground, and it kind of sucks, so that's already leveled off. Okay, turn that off. And I even tried it without using the brakes on initial touchdown. It still is the same thing. So the 900 doesn't work very good, unfortunately. Could be just a simple fix that you could do in a editing file, but I don't bother with that stuff. The only problem I have with these jets by Wilco is the fact that you have to use a trim a lot, because these things love to pitch up all the time. So you have to trim these jets a whole lot. You'll see once I take off autopilot and once I get on approach. Like once you decrease speed, they pitch up real quick. And same thing with flaps. Shouldn't be too far. Portland's not that far away. 15 minutes away, so yeah. Just a short flight. 78 nautical miles off. The direction we're going, yeah, that'll put us in the approach path, so that's good. It is good. Hopefully the stream isn't buffering a whole lot. I don't know how the stream is. Because on my laptop it's kind of crap, so it shows the stream is crap. But I don't know what the stream's like. Hopefully there shouldn't be any audio problems. I'm looking at the bars. And audio looks fine, but I don't know about the visual quality. If it's buffering, or if it's lagging, or if the quality sucks. I wound up the quality, so the quality should be good, but I don't know. We'll be flying past Belfast here pretty shortly. I think that's it right next to us. Yep, that's Belfast. Let's see. Right there. Yep. And over here should be Rockland. And I think Booth Bay's around here too. Should be far. And then Brunswick will be coming up. And that's the Naval Air Base right there. KNHZ. Then you got Augusta up here, which is the state capital, and then you got Waterville right here. I don't know what that is. That's in the Belgrade and Sydney area. I'm not sure what that is. I've never seen it before. So I really don't know where this flight's going to take us tonight. Or actually I should say this morning. Yep. Don't really feel like going to Boston. And that's... Well, from Portland to Boston isn't bad, but just prepping for Boston is kind of a pain in the ass because it's a Class B airspace, so it's going to be busy. But it's around midnight, so I don't think it'll be that busy, but... I don't know, international flights will be coming in, I think, at this time. Maybe not, I don't know. Could go to Providence, KPPD. I just gotta go to an airport that's not gonna have every parking space full. Because that's really my big concern here. Because I know LaGuardia gets really packed at night. There's like nowhere to park. JFK is fine, but LaGuardia is packed. It's ridiculous. I try to tend to stay away from this area. Yeah, you know, near New York City and Philly and Newark and Boston, due to the fact that it's because I have World of AI installed, so there's a lot of traffic and it slows down my computer really bad, and it lags pretty bad too. So I tend and try not to go over there, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I have a plan of what I'm going to do yet. I might do... Try to think of airports that wouldn't be full. Could try Burlington. I know Albany's full. Except the United Terminal. That's always empty for some reason. We'll try Burlington. Right over here. See how that goes. Okay, 54 nautical miles away. I'm gonna go ahead and start slowing us down. Just a little bit. And let's turn on the signs. We'll set the altitude. And set the approach altitude for 2,000. Actually 1,800. My mistake. And we can go ahead and start the descent. That's where we're flying over right now. Okay, Brunswick's coming up. I'm thinking I'm gonna do upstate New York. We're gonna go from, right now we're gonna go to Portland, then Portland to Burlington, and then Burlington to Syracuse. We're gonna avoid Albany. We're gonna avoid this area down here. Buffalo would be full, isn't it? Yeah, Buffalo's gonna be full. We'll do Syracuse to Rochester. Rochester shouldn't be full. Then Rochester to Erie. And then Erie to Cleveland, or Erie to Pittsburgh, or Erie to Dulles. We'll take it from there. But right now, flight plan so far is going to be from Portland to Burlington, then Burlington to Syracuse, and Syracuse to Rochester, and then Rochester to Erie. So we'll see how it goes from there. But that's the plan so far. I'm gonna start slowing us down. see. We just entered 5,900. And we're 43 nautical miles away. Yeah, we're at a good descent rate. I don't think we should increase it. We're 9 minutes out. I'm gonna go ahead and move to the right 10 degrees, so we're going heading 260. How's that looking? Yeah, it looks good. That's weird, I don't even see the trim in here, in the cockpit. Maybe it's electronic. Oh yeah, there it is. Nose up and nose down. It isn't like a wheel, like a Boeing and Airbus have. Okay. Well, that's interesting. The throttle just a little bit. I'm not gonna play music this flight, but probably next flight, because yeah, Burlington's kind of a long haul, sort of. Not really. Alright, we're 28 nautical miles away, 6 minutes out. I'm gonna go ahead and try to raise them. And we are leveling off at our altitude 1,800. Let's go ahead and find Portland. There it is. Okay, Gulf. Yeah, I'm not having it read off all those runways. Niner sounds good. I have the other runway, which is 36, which is what I would not prefer. This is 29 right here. So, should be able to fly it right in with ease. gonna take off the autopilot, then you'll know what I'm talking about with the trim. I'm gonna take it off here in a couple minutes. Not right now though. CRJs are a nice jet. I like them, but the cockpit isn't so great. Like like don't get me wrong, the cockpit looks nice, but the window is not very big. It's pretty small compared to other aircraft. Well, it does have a nice slick design. But yeah, going a little too slow. Let's speed up a little. Try not to go over 250. Okay, where are we? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start turning this just a little bit. Just gonna turn this another 10 degrees. It should be fine. Yeah, 10 degrees is good. UTC's on point. That's good. Matches my clock up on the wall. Excellent. That means this is real time. Should be fine at Portland. Portland isn't packed at all at night, so it should be all set. Should be. You watch, it's gonna surprise me. It's gonna be packed and we can't park anywhere. Okay, I do have the runway in sight, so landing lights are coming on. So is the taxi light. Go ahead and start turning just a little bit. We're going to turn 5 degrees. We just confirm that the lights are on. Okay, they're on. And we got a system message saying we're on. They're on also. Go ahead and set our heading. Usually it's about 3 degrees off, so we're gonna set it for 283. 284. Let's be safe. We cut it a bit too late. Alright, autopilot's coming off. I have control of the aircraft. We're going a bit too fast. Flaps setting to 1. Actually, they have degrees, don't they? Alright, I'm not familiar with the flap settings on the CRJ, so I'm just going to call them by numbers. Setting them to position number 2. Not sure what the degrees are. See, it's starting to pitch up, so if we trim it down. Position 3. Okay, so that's 20 degrees. Position 4. And position 5. You're down. clearance to land. I'll trim it down just a bit. Okay, trim looks good, but we need to descend some more. So let's go ahead and start doing that. I'll go ahead and arm the speed brakes real quick. Okay, disarming the speed brakes. I have to do it manually, unfortunately. Won't do it by the button, I don't know why. It's the only aircraft that has that issue. Go ahead and throttle it up. A bit too high. Okay, and brakes. Check. Alright, here we go. No callouts either on the Wilco. That kind of sucks. Ooh. Not bad, a little rough. Ooh, got quite a bit of Embraers here. Huh. Got a JetBlue, 2 US Airways. Huh. We got 2 Delta Airbuses, looks like an A319, A320, and a US Airways A319. And I know exactly where that flight is going to in the morning. Alright. Lane lights coming off. Go ahead and turn off the taxiway Delta. Oh! Well, CRJ 200's here too. Oh, look at that. Strobes coming off.
Portland ground, Eagle Flight 505, taxi to the gate. Eagle Flight 505.
Alpha 1.
Alpha 1, using taxiway Delta Alpha.
Usually it's Charlie 1.
Taxiing to gate
Someone at Charlie 1?
taxiway Delta Alpha, Eagle Flight 505.
Oh yeah, Air Canada. Alpha 1, no. Oh, United Airlines, okay. A Mashla has been dispatched on site. Okay, right here. Oh, I don't know how this is gonna be, because the way GSX thinks this aircraft is pretty wonky, so... I can't even see the guy, what the hell? He's in the building! Oh, come on, that ain't fair, guy. Oh, that sucks. Can't even tell what his freaking hands are doing. That's cheating. I'm just gonna go off the line then. I'm gonna come up closer. I don't know what you want me to do, guy. I can't friggin' see you. He's literally inside the building. Oh my god. Closer. 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 Jesus, but I don't know how close you want me to get. He ain't giving me any indication. Oh, now please cut engines. Really? Oh, yeah. I'm going back here. Yeah, I'm gonna cut engines when I feel like it, okay? Going back to the line. Freaking marshal didn't help at all. Alright. Taxi lights coming off. Cutting engines. And beacons off. What are you gonna say? Parked a bit too short and to the right. Well, screw you. I can't even freaking see you, asshole. Okay, departing. Sound's coming off. Doors opening. And baggage compartment's opening now. Alright. So now that's settled. Let's see. Let's start prepping our flight for Burlington. Let's see. Let's go ahead and enter it in on the GPS. BTV. Okay, so that's... yeah, still departure to the west. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna call this west. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be fun, the heading. Okay, that's saying to the north. Actually, hold on. What's that arrow right there? Course. Construction activity. Okay, 310. What's the course again? Okay, so we're gonna set up for 310. Presume it's the course. I hope it is. Oh, that's the speed. And it's set for 900 knots. Huh. Okay. Alright, so that for 310. Yeah, that's to the west. It's to the northwest, but it's over more western than it is northern. Altitude. We'll set a cruising altitude for... let's go 14,000. Okay. Speed, can't do anything about that. And I think that's it. It done, yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and request refueling. Hey Jake Branco, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Food trucks should be coming in from the right. Yeah, here it comes. Should be working. I just didn't see it. Forgot to do a chat test real quick. Let me go ahead and see if it works. It should. Hold on. Let me set this to 80, 100, and 100. Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? Gross weight. Okay, let's set it to 70%. No, lower. 60. 50. 45. 40. Okay, 40 works. Should be enough. What's over the next gross weight? Let me see if the okay, chest is playing on screen. Must have just missed it. Sorry about that. Okay, fueling's done. Then we can get boarding underway, and then we can get out of here. Okay. Oh, let me go ahead and change the text above. Okay. Text is changed. And here comes the bus. I should disable the bus because the terminal's right there, but oh well. And where's the baggage? Oh god, it's all the way back there. Hurry up. Okay, autopilot's all set. Let me just confirm this. Heading is set to 310. Altitude set for 14,000. Vertical speed I can't set just yet. Speed hold doesn't work on this. I think we're all set. APU's already on, so we don't need to start that. Yeah, we're all set to go. See, now these numbers are off right here. It won't. It's probably because we are over the max gross weight. That's probably why. So since we're under it, we should be able to take off quicker. That's what I'm assuming. When I try to call those numbers and actually rotate on 125 knots, it didn't. It was more like 140 knots it rotated, which was weird. Ah, there we go. They're boarding. Excellent. Alright, turn on the signs. Shoot what this says. Oh, okay. So they're just the limitations. Alright. Cool. Oh, it's the airspeed. Gotcha. Okay, so let me get the positions now. So it's 5 positions. 0. I see, I'm not including 0. 1, 8, 20, 30, 45. Okay. I don't think this came with a manual. I don't think so. If it did, I have no idea where it is. Yeah, I bought this a long time ago. Alright, let's go ahead and push back to the left. And turn the beacon on. Standby compass. I don't even see the compass. That's supposed to be it, but it's not doing anything when I change the settings. Okay. What do you do? Oh, you do nothing. That's great. You got wiper? Yay, that works. I didn't know that worked. That's cool. That is awesome. Does it show it on the outside? Yep. Cool. I didn't know that worked. Good to know. Alright, siren engines. I learned something new today. Oh my god. Oh, what are you doing, guy? Oh, dear God. You're not animating, you're just sliding. Okay, that's lit. Alright. Okay, both engines are on. Excellent. Well, no, what are you? That's a wing inspection, though. Why didn't it go? The heck? Can I get a different view of that? Whoa, inside the cabin. Okay. Oh, okay. But that's just moved up. Wait, what the heck? Why is this? Why are these mixed up? On here it says up is on. But on here it says down is on. Or middle, I should say. Okay, that's weird. Whatever. That is clear, right? It's clear. Okay, let me request taxi.
Portland ground, Eagle Flight 505 with India. Request taxi to the active. Departure to the west. Eagle Flight 505, taxi to and hold short of runway 29, using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 120.9 when ready. Taxiing hold short runway 29 via taxiway Alpha, Eagle Flight 505.
Here we go, we're rolling. Uh-oh. I'm still live? Because this laptop ain't live. That ain't good. This is live, right? Yeah, it's showing it's live. On the router. Oh boy. Why is this not working? Hold on. I'm not looking where I'm taxiing. It's bad. Okay. It's just a hiccup with my computer, I guess. Okay, we're good. Awesome. have no idea what this light's for. What do you do? I can't see it from a different angle. I have no idea. Should probably know what it does. Let's see what this light is. See if I can read it. Wing inspection. That's just a duplicate. Wait a minute, that is something else. What is that? Under ignition. Actually, not under ignition, right next to ignition. LH. Oh. Anti-ice is mixed with the wing inspection switch. Really, Wilco? Oh my god, okay. Alright. So that's weird. Moving on.
Portland Tower, Eagle
I have
Flight
no idea why that's a thing.
Runway 29er, ready for takeoff. West departure. Eagle Flight 505 cleared for takeoff. Runway 29er, west departure approved. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 29er, Eagle Flight 505.
So I'm going to position 20, right? No, that's a different position. Trying to memorize the positions on the, or the degrees I should say, on the flaps. No, I was right, that was 20. Okay, I don't want to go off the runway. That was a bad thing, okay. Alright. Set. Lights on, here we go. What's with the warning? Config stab. Oh, the flaps? No, it's not the flaps. The hell is stab? I don't know. Okay, V1. Rotate. It ain't rotating. That thing is so off. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, well, rotated at 160 knots, even though that's not what's indicated. What a lie. Okay. So 160 knots is rotate. I don't know why that's off. Oh, Jesus, this thing is sensitive. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go ahead and... How long's the flight? It's not that long. It's from, hold on, I'll be able to show you here in a second. GTA for Life 29er, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Hold on, I'm able to tell you. Ew. Things are not going well right now. Let's set my vertical speed. Okay, is that set? I'm going to Burlington. So, let me show you. See, 24-minute flight, 127 nautical miles away. I tend to do short flights. 2 hours like the max of a flight that I'll do. Don't like long flights at all. It's just not me. I can't do long international flights. And that's why I don't like big planes that much. I like small regional jets and mid-range jets more. 3.0 is a vertical speed. That's good. Heading looks good. We should be going into Burlington. They should have us going on runway 01, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's 01, so we want to go to the left a little bit. Oh, maybe it's not 01. It might be 33, I'm not sure. Let me double check on that. Because Burlington has 2 runways. Let me look up the airport map real quick. KBTV. Oh, that gives me a television station. I don't want that. Ugh. Okay, here. And here. Okay, so this is Burlington. Okay, so... Alright, so we're going to be coming in on runway 33. Is this the runway they use? Alright, cool. Yeah, we ain't gonna use runway 1. Alright. So, 33. Alright, so we're going to the left a little bit. Let's start heading to 305. We also has our speed one up. Let's give it a little more power. I've got to turn off the taxi light. There we go. Okay, we're over 10,000 feet. We don't have a speed restriction anymore. Someone really needs to release a CRJ 200. That would be fun to fly. I'd love to fly one on Flight Sim, but no one really makes any good CRJ 200s. Kinda sucks. That was Project Open Sky, but those don't work very good. They're a bit tipsy. Virtual calls in the development of a CRJ 200. They're actually in development of a CRJ 100, 200, 700, and 900. And I can't wait till they release that. Of course, Aerosoft's making their own CRJ pack, but that's the 700, 900, and I think they're making the 1002. But they're not making the 200, which kind of sucks. I know the 200 isn't really, I guess, being popular right now, but a lot of airlines use them. At least American ones. North American ones, that is. Let me actually pull up virtual call right now. So yeah, so right now they're developing the 100, 200, 700, 900, and actually in the 1002. I didn't think they were making that. And then they are, let's see, what are they doing? Their projects that are coming up is the Bombardier C series. I can't wait for that too. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it looks like their list coming up is pretty good. Virtual Call is pretty decent software. It's not the best, but I like it. So at a nice affordable price, and they work pretty good. So the Embraer's kind of Virtual Call's Embraer is alright. The Havilland dashes that they have is excellent. The Saabs GPU doesn't work really good on the Saabs. Like, it doesn't recharge at all. And they're not very good model, but they work. There's really nobody else that makes these Saabs. XSTL Gamer 23. I was in Air Force JRTC for 2 years. I made it to AS4, but I am not pursuing a career in the Air Force. I'm actually pursuing a degree in aviation science. So I'm in that position of transitioning to college right now. So yeah, I love commercial aviation. I've never really had an interest in military aviation. You know, people always talk about, you know, F-18s and A-10 Warthogs and stuff like that, and I just never really was interested. I mostly love commercial aviation. So that's my plan. I did Air Force JRTC for 2 years and had a blast. So I loved it. We're actually holding pretty good speed right now. And we're 14 minutes out in New Hampshire, 87 nautical miles away. Awesome. I was also in Silver Patrol for quite a bit of time, which is the United States Air Force Auxiliary. I had a good time with that. I got a couple orientation flights with that, so yeah. JRTC, my max grade was Cadet Major. Yeah. But it is a very fun class. I absolutely loved it. I actually moved to the school where they had a JRTC unit. That's why I only took it for 2 years and like doubled up on my classes. And I actually made a lot of friends with JRTC. So it was really good. And the camaraderie through JRTC is amazing. It was a lot of fun. Kind of miss it now that I'm out of high school, but life goes on. I'm really considering right now getting a Embraer regional jet payware. I just don't know which one to get. Because I haven't flown the ERJs in Flight Sim yet. And they're like the CRJs, but I don't know how they fly compared to them, so I'm assuming they're just like the Embraer 170s and 190s, but I don't know. So we're gonna do a couple of flights tonight. This is just free flight. There's really no like. This stream isn't just going to be like one flight going from one destination to another. We're just going to be hopping around a lot, just for the fun of it. We're going to be flying VFR. We're not flying IFR. So what I'm thinking after Burlington, we're going to go to Syracuse. I thought about Albany, but Albany's going to be packed. Syracuse should be alright. Then from Syracuse to Rochester, which is going to be a really short flight. But I was going to go to Buffalo, but Buffalo's going to be packed too. So after Syracuse, probably going to go to Erie. Then after Erie, probably Cleveland. I'm not sure. Could go to Pittsburgh. Could go to Dulles. I'll figure it out from there. But right now, the plan is to go from Burlington to Syracuse, Syracuse to Rochester, and then Rochester to Erie. I kind of want to stay out of this area right here, kind of New York and Newark and Philly and Boston area, because I have World of AI installed, and that is not very computer friendly, and it's gonna lag terribly there, so I kind of like to avoid that area. Plus you have a lot of international flights coming in right now, so, and a lot of the airports over here are packed. I know LaGuardia is packed at night. JFK is not so bad. It has quite a bit of open spaces, but LaGuardia gets filled up real quick. I'm about 10 minutes out. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing us down. I'm getting pretty close. We're almost in Vermont. Turn on the seatbelt sign. I'm gonna head and set my altitude. Let's go. We're gonna be in the Appalachians, aren't we? I'm gonna set it to 4,000 just to be safe. 4,000 seems a bit too high, but I'm gonna set it to 4,000 for now. Go ahead and start the descent. Let's see, vertical speed. Try to set it to -3.0 if we can. Well, actually, let's set it to a descent rate where we don't increase speed at idle throttle. That sounds like a good descent rate, whatever that is. So it looks like it to be around 2.0. Let's try 1.8. 1.8 work. Oh. I think 1.8 works. Let's go with that. So we're on a nice descent. And... oh, what was that? Sorry if I'm not talking a whole lot, just having trouble coming up with stuff to say. Should be able to raise them in about 10 nautical miles away, so I'm guessing in the next 2 minutes. We just passed 9,000 feet. We're going 10 above the speed limit. We should be fine. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start turning. I'm gonna set it for 320. Now I may have to adjust it a little bit because the navigational equipment and the GPS are always off. See how this is. Can't see the approach lines anymore. At 5,000 feet, about 1,000 more until we start to level off. Because we should be, yeah, we're flying over the mountains right now, so I don't want to go any lower than 4,000. Yeah, not right now. Once we get over these mountains, then we'll go lower. Right, let's keep it at 4,000. They're high underneath the clouds. I don't like that. Not at all. I don't even think there are any alerts on this aircraft if I'm getting too close to the ground. Kinda sucks. Doesn't even give me callouts. Alright, increase throttle a little bit. Let's adjust our heading to the right by 5 degrees. So heading set to 325. Wilco, yes, it's payware. It's about $25. The NG. 20 or 25, depends on where you go. Beating game in his bay. Yeah, you can request a flight. Just try to keep it under like not a long flight, like under 2 hours. Preferably like between half an hour and hour and 15 minutes. Tend not to do long flights. Okay, we're a bit too far right, so I'm gonna cut the heading back Gonna set it to 322. Virtual Coal, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, is making their own CRJs, and Virtual Coal's payware is pretty cheap. Dallas Fort Worth to, I don't recognize that last one, LBB. Let me look that up real quick. But yeah, I can do that. Alright, I have this up. Oopsie daisy. But this is what they're working on, 100, 200, 700, 900, 1,000. So, they've been working on that for a while, and Virtual Coal software is pretty cheap, and it's pretty decent. I'm probably going to buy that because they're making the 200, and I'm really excited about that. There's really no good developer of the CRJ 200 for Flight Simulator. It really sucks. Lubbock. Okay, so it's all in Texas. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Definitely. Just let me land here in Burlington real quick. About 16 nautical miles away. Oh, God, okay, yeah, we're really close to the mountain. High Appalachian Mountains. Oh, God, that is way closer than I'd like to be. Oh, God. I am glad we were a bit to the right of that. Wow, okay, that was close. Alright. Let's go ahead and try to raise Burlington. I missed him. What's that? Airport. Aspirin Acres. What a lovely name. Wow. Oh crap. I pressed colon. Not colon tilde. Oh, I saw it. I just gotta catch it. 6. Okay, there. Got it. That should be it right in front of us. Yep, there's a runway. Okay, I'm gonna start slowing us down. I'm gonna on the speed race because we're going a bit too fast. Wasn't watching my speed there. I'll go ahead and disarm. After I land, should be able to. I can do it tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow, it should be online like around 4:30ish, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I can do it till then if you want me to wait. Set the flaps. Runway sight, lights on, and taxi light. Oh, okay. There's the land. Well, I'm not ready for that yet. I don't even have the gear down. Still setting flaps. And I gotta trim this because the trim on the Wilco CRJs. That's one thing I hate about the Wilco CRJs is that they require a lot of trim because they always love to pitch up for some reason. I have no idea why. Okay, we are decreasing speed a lot. Speed brakes are still armed. Let me disarm that. Okay, gears down. Alright, good. We're a bit high up. Oh boy, yeah, we are. See you, Beaton. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, here we go. CRJs are a little tricky to land due to the fact that the gear is pretty low compared to like the Airbus. Boeing even has lower gear, but it can be a little tricky. Especially with the 900 and 1000, trying not to get a tail strike. Let's see. Okay, checking brakes. Oh, we're hiccuping. Going up a little up in the air. Okay, there we go. It's a little rough. Not as smooth as I'd like it to be. I've done smoother. Alright, looks like our taxiway is Alpha. That's off all lights. Retracting the spoilers. Okay, lights are off. And hopefully we should be able to find a parking space. Hopefully. Okay, gates are packed. Yeah, boy, if we can't find a parking space, then we're gonna have to go to another airport. Alright, strip's coming off. Parking. Okay, parking's available, good. Oh, we're taxing to fuel. Oh no. Really? I can't get ground services on fuel. Ugh. Really? Darn it. Okay. Thank you, Beaton, for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hey, there's Charlie. Oh man, what else is here? I don't recognize that plane. That red one. That looks like a Northwest commuter. Northwest Airlink, actually. That's what they're called, but it doesn't look like it. I don't know what that is. Could be just a private jet. That's weird. Right next to the Embraer. Is it just a private jet? Yeah, it looks like it. Huh. Usually don't see private jet. Oh, that is funny looking. What kind of plane is that? The end of the wings are funny looking. Huh. Almost like a sports plane or something. And here we go. Fuel. Hi. Oh boy. Alright. Taxi light's coming off. GSX. Yeah. What? Okay, something's available in 15 minutes, but parking 3 is available? Is it? Where's parking 3? I can't see it. Okay, maybe I should have requested a follow me vehicle. Parking 3. Is it down there? Can't see it. Oh, I should have really requested a follow me vehicle. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, I'm starting up engines again. as we are getting out of here. We may have to back this up the old-fashioned way. I don't know if it'll work with the CRJ. I've never tried it. I know it works with the Boeing, but not a CRJ. Don't think. I'll find out shortly. Where's parking 3? It's gotta be down there. Because I don't see any ground crew up here. There's nothing over there. There's only one airplane over there. I think that's the only parking space. Nothing over there. Okay, we have both engines on. Yeah, we do. Okay. Let's see, is it gonna back up for us? I don't think it's going to. Now we ain't moving. Darn it. Okay, so it doesn't work with the CRJ. Alright. Whoop. Alright, so I'll just do the default pushback. Okay, so it's probably down there. Alright, so we'll just continue on taxiway Charlie. I hate it when it seismic field. Taxi lights are in here. Oop. And there we go. See ya, Beaton. Sorry I'm late. I didn't see your text pop up on the OBS. Up in there. So we have a bit more thrust. And let's see, down here. I'm trying to find the marshal, but I can't see him. He's probably right next to that US Airways guy. Ugh, I don't want to go on the grass. Okay. He's probably down there. Guess we're just gonna ride around the airport till we see a marshal. Well, this is gonna be fun. Yippee-ki-yay. Oh, that is a weird intersection. Alright. Alright, let's see if there's any parking down here. I don't really need GSX parking. Well, actually I do, because I need to get refueled up. There's also more planes down there. Alright, any marshal? Yes, no, maybe so. God, Burlington needs to get some more gates if this is how many freaking planes they have here. Jeez. Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, it's right next to that little business jet. Got it. Thank God. One left. Oh, there's a little dash right next to it. Huh. Alright. Let's see. Oh, are you kidding me? The freaking marshal is in the building. Ugh. Not again. I can't see you, bud. Alright, I'm just gonna follow the line. Oh, this is freight. Yeah, this is freight parking. Nice on the parking brakes. Alright, I'm parking here. I can't even freaking see you. Maybe I can. Oh, there you are. Eh. Oh, I still had a ways to go. Oh, please don't tell me you're just gonna stand there. You gotta be kidding me. Starting up the engines again. Oh my god. No, he ain't gonna let me park there. Am I too far to the right? No, I think I'm too far back. Okay, you are really not making me happy right now. You should be able to go up with just one engine on. Oh, that's 8. Oh god, I'm so far with 7. 5. How close do you want me to get, bud? I'm gonna be in the building with you. Okay, you want me that close. Alright. Well, as long as I'm not in the building, we're fine. Alright, sign's coming off. There we go. Parked all freaking way. Alright. And beacon's coming off. Let's turn off those warnings. And let's request the boarding. I think all of Burlington is handled by GAT. I think that's how it goes. Alright. I'm curious to see what airplane was leaving in 15 minutes. Probably 10 or 7 now. What flight leaves at 1:30? I'm guessing that's what's scheduled for, is 1:30 in the morning. That was a weird flight. Well, we're doing a weird flight, but... well, that was based on a real flight. Weird. There's a parking, so it's not the gate, so it's gotta be over here. Could be just general aviation. Probably is. Private jet. Those are trying. Oh, I was trying to find the bus. Where's the bus at? Oh, there he comes. He just crossed right over the runway. Okay. That's cool. Okay, while this deboards, I will be right back. Well then, alright. Drive through my wing. Alright. Let's go ahead and get refueling underway. Because that's really the part we need. Alright, while that's going on, we need to set our route. Alright, so we're going to be going to KSYR, Syracuse Hancock International. And let's see the direction. These aren't always paired right. See, we're gonna go. See, course is taking us to 234. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that 234. I'm gonna set it a little bit south, so we're gonna set it to 230. Because they don't really use. Yeah. The way we're coming in, no runways directly in our way. Oh, okay, here's the fuel. Whoa! I thought I set that fuel to 640. Not 60, that's right, 60 doesn't work. This was supposed to be 40, so it's under gross weight. That's weird. Is there a fuel gauge on here? There should be. Okay. Alright, so those are 100 and that's 40, okay. I thought I set it to 40 on center last time. Because when I took off initially on our first leg, it was late on the rotate. And it was late on the rotate when I tried to do it again on the second leg. Yeah, now we're on the third leg, so let's see how this goes. I'm going to set the information accordingly. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get boarding underway. And let's go ahead and I cannot speak this morning. Set our altitude. Let's see. How many nautical miles away did it say it was? 156. So it's a little bit longer than Portland's. I'm gonna set to 15,000. Welcome back, Beaton. I was messing with the heading. Wrong dial. 230. Oopsie daisy. Alright, so altitude will be 15,000. Okay. That's set. And of course the baggage is taking its sweet ass time. As always. I'm so curious to say, there was one aircraft that said when we were picking a gate, it said ready in 15 minutes. So someone's leaving probably in like 3 or 4 minutes right now. Weird. Let's see. I gotta figure out my pushback direction. Okay, so we're pushing back to the left. Right. Yeah. Okay, so pushback direction to the left. And there goes the bus again. Going right through the wing. Thank you. Alright. Boarding's completed. Excuse me, where are the bags? Oh, they're still coming. That's on the seatbelt sign. Hopefully this takeoff should be better than the last one. When we were taking off from Portland in our last leg, on the runway there's like a line with a World of Aviation AI package, and when I go past a certain point on the runway, it likes to load all the aircraft in Boston, and it made it really laggy, so should be fine on this. Unless it wants to load up Toronto's. Not Toronto's. Okay, I'm an idiot. Montreal's. Wow, can't believe I got that mixed up. Alright. Yeah, Montreal's up there. Okay. Okay, I feel dumb right now. Alright. Almost done with the baggage. Come on. 3 bags. 2 left. 1 more. There you go. Okay, done. Just let him get out of the way. Push back departure to the left. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the beacon. Closing the door. And he's popping out of the building like a genie. Alright, closing the bins. I thought I heard something. And we're all set to go. Radio's quiet. Hopefully everything's alright. Audio, video, no buffering, quality's good. Previous to my last streams, the quality was kinda crap. Okay, that's the one that was leaving for 15 minutes. Hey Panther MGR, welcome to the stream. Oh, he's going to Seattle. Oh. Wow. Coast to coast, eh? That's gonna be a long flight for that guy. Might do a 900 tomorrow, I'm not sure. Actually, I should correct that. Probably 1,000. The CRJ 1000. Wilco's 900 doesn't work very good. So I'll probably do 1,000. Where is he? Okay, he's over there. Oh, is that the red airplane with the funny looking wingtips? No, it ain't. I'm excited for nothing. We are flying to Syracuse, and we're currently pushing back at Burlington. Burlington, Vermont to Syracuse, New York. Shouldn't be that long of a flight, probably a 30-minute flight. Not too bad. Should be able to have enough parking space at Syracuse. We were lucky to get a parking spot here at Burlington, though. There was one open other than the fuel box, and the fuel box does not provide GSX services. I was originally going to go to Albany, but Albany's going to be packed. So, Yeah, this is a free flight, so we're just doing a bunch of legs. We're flying VFR, not IFR. So we're not just doing like one flight throughout the stream, we're just doing multiples. Just kind of hopping around the map, really. Previous streams I've done with a de Havilland Dash Q200 with that little guy, and let's see, Airbus A319 and Boeing 737-700. I usually like to do these at night just for fun. I might do a virtual American flight probably Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. Now that'll be an IFR flight, so that stream will be dedicated to just one flight. Alright, let's go ahead and request taxi. So you're gonna go on west. Taxi light's coming on. Here we go. Oh, he's already at the runway. So I should just take a straight down, right? Yep. Cool. It's not really common, at least for the airports I've been on the flight simulator, and even in real life, for runways to have taxiways on both sides. It's kind of interesting. I know, I think Charlotte Douglas, which is the airport that I'm closest to in real life, runway 23 I think has taxiways on both sides, but I'm not sure. I think it might just be one. Here he goes. Gulfstream 3. Up and away. That's gonna be a long flight, Seattle, jeez. I do not like flights like that. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I've actually done a virtual American flight with a de Havilland Dash. I was doing a flight from Philly to Yeager, and then Yeager down to Charlotte. Yeah, that is a very tricky approach. Mountain flying is very dangerous, especially when it's windy. That was not fun. Yeah, that was a tricky approach. Very small runway too. They only have a certain amount of space. They're like on like a plateau, really. So they don't really have like a whole lot of room to expand on. It's a nice small airport though. But the biggest jet that I've seen there is like a CRJ 200, which I really think is the biggest plane that you can get out of there, really. Because it has such a small runway. Now you don't have a lot of room for air either. And we're giving clearance. Here we go. I'm not sure what stab is. I keep seeing that. It ain't flaps. No idea what stab is. Tri-state in West Virginia. Yeah, I can believe it. West Virginia is a very mountainous state. Yep. Yep. She was doing it again. I couldn't rotate at 120 knots as indicated on here. That's weird. Wilco, fix your shit. Okay, heading lock. Oh, baby. Okay. Vertical speed. Okay, looks like we're at 2.6, 2.5. Try to make it a little bit faster than that.
Runway 10 approach, Eagle Flight 505, type Bombardier, CRJ, 3 miles north of Victor, takeoff.
See you, buddy.
1,900, request American.
I'm going this way.
Eagle Flight 505, relative approach, Fox 7051. Fox 7051, Eagle Flight 505.
Alright, we're going to the left a little bit. I'm gonna bump it up to 5 degrees. See how that is. Whoa, getting turbulence. Okay, let me change that to another 5 degrees. Oh yeah, we are off. Let's see. This is not in sync at all. Let's go ahead and set it to. I set this to 245, and this should hopefully be 240. Because I kind of want to go in this direction, maybe even closer. So let me set it to 248. See how that looks. Actually going a little too fast, so going over the speed limit. Give it a little bit more juice. I want to turn to heading 245, so let's bump it up 3 notches. 3 degrees, I should say, not notches. One more. That looks good. How it should be, I think they're going to have us going on a runway. I believe it's 29 or 28. I think it's 28 at Syracuse. So should be going right over here and then just kind of curve into Syracuse. Got 37 minutes, and that's not the true time right now because we're actually going pretty slow. I should speed it up. We're almost hitting 200 knots, but I don't want to go above 250 until, well, actually we're at 9,000, so I'm just going to leave it full throttle for now. So by the time we get up to 250 knots, we'll be above 10,000 feet. So we'll be set. Curious as to what that airport is. Looks like it's a has a Class C airspace. I don't know. Let me look at VFR map real quick. Let me just see what that airport is. Obviously, we'll be able to know once we get closer, but I'm eager now. Alright. So let's see. VFR map. See what that airport is. Where am I? Okay, I'm down here. Alright, so here's Syracuse. There's another airport. Okay, that's Albany. So it's this airport. Frankfurt Highland. Oh, it doesn't even have a Class C airspace. Looks like it's just... I think that's Class E, non-towered. Yeah, that's non-towered. This is Class D. Yeah, that's Class E airport. I believe. Oh, I back it down. Wasn't paying attention to the simulator. Okay, we're about to level off here. I accidentally clicked that off. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off these heat belts, because we are leveling off now. Alright, so let me go back to this VFR map. Let's see what this says. Oh, there's one runway. Airport remarks unattended. Okay, so yeah, it's non-towered. So it's gotta be Class C airspace. Cool. Alright. Well, it's marked. Actually, you know what? That might be. It might be marking this, not that. Yeah, it's probably marking this airport. Griffiths International. Huh. Airlines must fly in there then, Oh, wow. Calm winds, that's nice. There's absolutely no winds. Whoop! Where did I go? Actually, let me get, let's see. Let me get the information for Syracuse. Wind is at 230 degrees, and they're at 5 knots. Visibility is 8 statute miles. Scattered clouds at 3,900. Broken clouds at 5,000. And overcast at 9,000. So we'll be getting into some weather. Altimeter 3011. Temperature 17 degrees Celsius. Dew point 16. And this was recorded on the 17th. 0454 Zulu. So that actually should be updated any second now. Yeah, because that was about an hour ago. It's about to be updated here in about 2 minutes. So we'll see if that's true. They're flying some clouds, and they look pretty puffy. So we'll see. No, it's a full moon out. Is it always a full moon prepared? I never bothered asking that, but I don't know. I don't know if it goes off the calendar or not. That's an interesting question. Let me go back to this VFR map. Alright. So let's see when we'll enter their airspace. We'll enter it, let's see. Try to get the area which we're gonna be flying into. Okay, so it looks like we'll enter their airspace between 2,700 and 4,400. And they are obviously Class C airspace. See if any. Okay, there's a Victor way that flies right into it. V2. Not right into it, but over it. Like literally right next to it. Yeah, Buffalo. We're not going to go into Buffalo. We're going to be going to Rochester, which is going to be a really short flight. I'm probably going to set that altitude to like 5,000. 4,000 is too low. I think 5,000 will be alright. Rochester and Syracuse have a similar airport design. They both have 3 runways. Well, I know Syracuse shut down a runway. It is no longer in use. And I think Rochester. Maybe they still have a 3rd operational, but I don't know. Alright, let's check. I'm gonna check the airports ahead on the flight plan. Stand by. Let me check Erie. See. Okay, there's 2. No. Okay, so this is Erie. Okay, I've never seen anything like that before. It has. Okay, this is weird. On Erie Airport. Okay, let me check the speed. I should really be in the cockpit view so I can keep an eye on that. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it's either Class D or C. It has, here's the thing, it has the circle around it like a Class C would typically have, but it's not magenta or maroon or burgundy like the others are. It's gray, and then it has around it blue dots like as if it was a Class D airspace. That's weird. I think it changes to a Class D at a certain time. I think that's what it means. I have no idea. Okay, I see it now. Alright, so it's a Class D between 1100 hours and 500 hours Zulu time. So right now it's closed. Closed about an hour ago. And let's see. Yeah, other times it's Class E, so it's non-towered. But I don't think that's gonna happen in Flight Simulator. It's always gonna be towered in Flight Simulator. Maybe not, I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out here soon. Have you ever crashed on this game? Yeah. Well, unlucky, smart, and prepared. I don't think I have really. I don't think I have with. I know I did it earlier on, like Flight Simulator X and FS 2004 and 2002. You know, when I was starting out flying, obviously. But yeah. But nothing exciting happens when you crash, really. It just goes and it just freezes. But the game crash, yeah. That happens, unfortunately, quite a bit. Depends, though. It really does. I did a couple flights to Philly, and I was taxiing on the ground, and it was actually on a virtual American, so it was being tracked and recorded. And the game freezed and crashed, and that sucked. So I'm not sure what happened in Philly, if it's something with the map or something, but yeah, it's weird. I had to do 3 or 4 attempts until it didn't crash. So I don't know, it just happens. This is a pretty stable application. I have FSX Steam Edition on here, but I don't play it anymore. Not because I think Prepared's better, which I kind of do, but the thing is that FSX has this weird issue with my joystick, and for some reason, if I like click out of the screen, like right here, like obviously it's grayed out, I'm not on the active screen, and I click back on, in FSX it would disconnect the joystick and it wouldn't reconnect unless I restarted the game. That was always a pain. So with Prepared I don't have that issue, so it's nice. But that was always a pain that I had with FSX. I have no idea why it happened. It's probably because it's just an old game, but yeah. I do have Prepared. I did get the I got the professional version, which was like $200. It was pretty pricey, but I do like it. I think with a professional version compared to the academic, you can create your own scenarios, and it gives you like, well, let me see if I can have it. It has yeah, it's Sim Director. I don't think it's available with academic. Academic's 50, and I didn't get that, which I probably should have, but oh well, I got it for 200. But in FSX, yeah, I've crashed a lot. A lot of trial and error, really. It's really what it is. For the longest time, back in, God, when I was in like middle school and elementary school, when I was into Flight Simulator, I wouldn't fly at all. I would just taxi around the airports, and then I would line up on the runway, and then I'd throttle it up, and then I'd take off, and then I'd go like up here and go to airport, and then just type in whatever airport I wanted to go to, and I'd go to the active runway, and then I put full throttle, and then I cut it and put on the reverse thrusters to make it look like it landed. Oh my god, I was so lazy back then, but I didn't know how to land, and it took a lot of time for me to figure out how to land. I landed with quite a bit of different aircraft. I actually did pretty good with an A321. Kind of sucked with a CRJ 700 I did one time. But for me with landing, it's just a lot of trial and error. It really is. And it just takes a lot of practice. So, yeah, for me it did take a lot of practice. For the longest time I couldn't fly Airbus because I would kind of like, I used to fly the Boeing 737 a lot, and this was the default airplanes that were in the program. I didn't have any payware, so how I would land the Boeing 737s, I would kind of like near stall it type method, where I wouldn't really stall it, but it was really close. So that's kind of how I landed it. And my dad, he's kind of into aviation, and he actually works for Charlotte Douglas International as a baggage handler, and he loves Airbus. So he asked me if I could fly an Airbus on the simulator, and I was like, I had done it once, but I hate it. So it took me a while to land Airbus, and it's a different method of landing than what I was doing with Boeing, because if you go near stall on an Airbus, it has a feature where the systems will lock, and it will punch the throttle all the way up, and you couldn't deactivate it for some reason. I don't know why. I just could never deactivate it. And so like I would try to land, and I would land, wheels would touch down, and I would try to put on the reverse thrusters and apply the brakes, but I would look down and the throttle's all the way up. So yeah, I kind of had to do a lot of flights and a lot of practice to figure that whole deal out, but yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice with these things. And the biggest question that goes around, like the like the whole Mac or PC type war. Actually, I should start slowing down here. Like the whole Boeing or Airbus type war. And, I don't know. I mean, that's heading. I don't want to change the heading. For me, I like both. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. I don't really favor one or the other. I just don't, to be perfectly honest. Again, I don't really care for like the bigger planes, like the A330 or the A340 or A380 or the A350, or with Boeing, the 767, the 757. Well, I guess I could get into the 757, but I don't have the software to fly it, so I really don't know. 777 or 747. Again, I don't like bigger planes. I like mid to regional type aircraft. So But my all-time favorite airplane is the de Havilland Dash 8Q200, which is zero problem. I freaking love that plane. Second one, I have like 5 favorite airplanes that I have. First one is the de Havilland Dash 8Q200. Then the Embraer 170. Then the Airbus A319. Then the Boeing 737-700. And then the Bombardier CRJ 700. 700s for right now. Until someone releases like a CRJ 200 and I start to like get a feel for that, then it might change. But for right now, not yet. But someone really needs to release a CRJ 200, a decent CRJ 200, because there really is none out there, and it sucks. It really does. Because that is a fun jet. You know what I'm thinking of doing next? Might do a flight from Syracuse. Well, screw it, we're gonna do straight to Erie. And I think we're gonna call it a morning after we get to Erie. So that's probably gonna be a 40-minute flight, so it'll be a while. We're at 13,000 feet and we're getting pretty close to the airport. I don't like that. Okay. Hold on, let me get the GPS back up. We're 36 nautical miles away. I probably shouldn't panic, which is a bad thing to do right now, but actually, well, I guess we're making. Yeah, no, not really. We were cruising at 15,000. We're only at 12,000. Let's go a little bit more steeper. Since we're going to be increasing throttle, I'm going to go ahead and on the spoilers. Go ahead and get that going. Forgot about the seatbelt sign. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, so we're at 200 and... Ooh, almost 250. So yeah, we're under the speed limit, so that's good. I'm kind of in that point into transitioning to VATSIM. Right now I'm training to become a VATSIM ATC. I'm doing that first before I become a VATSIM pilot because I feel like getting some more training and knowing some background knowledge on ATC is a good thing and definitely won't hurt. But just like understand the lingo between the ATC and the pilot more, I think would be good and very beneficial. So I know for like VATSIM there's certain training for pilots and stuff like that that I'll have to go through, but yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'm still not an ATC controller yet. I'm still an observer rating. I'm actually going to take a training session tomorrow. Actually today. At 3 p.m. For local and ground training session. And then after I do that, I'll be rated as an S1. And I'll be able to work as an ATC at smaller airports in Atlanta Center, like Birmingham International, Concord Regional, Chattanooga, small airports like those. I'll be able to do. I'll be actually able to control the airport if nobody's staff there. So because that'll be local. I believe. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's how it works. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try to raise Syracuse. Should be in their frequency by now. Okay, we're at 5,000. I set it to 2,600. Okay, that's fine. I think I set it to 3,000, but 2,600 is fine. Whoop. Okay, so I pressed the wrong thing. Oh, wind's changed. Yeah, it's a bit more windy. It was at it was 5 knots. Now it's 10 knots now. Got a little colder too. Altimeter changes on prepared, which kind of sucks. It does, but it doesn't. It's kind of a weird thing. Like, it would be a hell of a lot more realistic if they add in the correct altimeter, but I can understand why they don't, because it's annoying to reset your altimeter every time. Especially when ATC says you are 200 above your assigned altitude or 300% above your assigned altitude, and they repeat that every 3 minutes even though you correct it. And it's kind of a pain. Which actually happens in this game. I don't know why. I really shouldn't call this a game. It's more of a software than a game. Because they do get quite a bit of experience from Flight Simulator. Whether you have FSX, P3D, or X-Plane, you get a lot of experience from this. I'm going to go ahead and disarm the spoilers, because we're getting dangerously slow. And I don't have visual on the runway yet, so lights are not coming on just yet. It's kind of like my whole system. I turn lights on once I have a visual of the runway, and then I put gear down once I'm clear to land. I'm pretty sure that's pilot's discretion, but that's the way how I do it. I don't think that made any sense about how I just said that at the end. Sorry. English is not my best language, even though it's my only language. I suck at language arts. Ooh. We're actually not bad. We're actually pretty in line with the runway. I'm kind of proud of myself. We're a little bit off to the left, but that's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna start slowing us down. I'll go ahead and set the flaps accordingly. I do have visual on the runway, so lights are coming on. Oh, I already left the taxi light on. Alright, forgot to turn that off. I always forget to turn off the taxi light. Some airplanes it turns off automatically, others you have to turn off manually. Just the way it goes. I'm gonna set flaps to position 5. No, 2. I should really know the numbers. Let's position. Okay, so that's 1 degree, and then 8, and then 20, and then 30, and then 45. Okay, so 1 degree, then 8. Okay, same to degree. 8 degrees. Autopilot's coming off, and I suggest the trim accordingly. I think trim's actually all set from my last landing. Yeah, trim's already taken care of. That's good. Flaps to position 25, or maybe it's 20. I think it's just 20. Is that 20? No, it's 25. Oh wait, no. Slats is 25, but flaps is 20. So which one is it? Oh, it's 20. Okay. Oh, maybe it's on the. I don't know. Okay, I gotta trim it down a bit. Position 30. 45, full flaps.
Syracuse Tower, Eagle Flight 505 at 5 miles.
Oh, I did not request a land. That would be a good thing. Why didn't I request the land? I thought I did. Okay, clear to land, gear down. What did I do? Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh no. No, I didn't. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Okay. Well, we called it in. That was late. It's better late than never. Oh, they don't have the ILS approach. Do they? Nope. No light guidance system. Alright, looks like we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Eyeballing. I don't know if it's any different, really. Alright. Oh, great. The internet's down. For my computer. My laptop, I should say. That computer. The internet's not really down, it's just my laptop and its crappy Wi-Fi antennas. Alright, here we go. Well, it's actually a nice descent rate. Might be a little bit too high. Oh, that looks steep. A little bit off center. Ooh. Hiccuping. Yeah, we're going up. There we go. Oh, please don't tell me it's packed here. Okay, it ain't. There's a couple gates open. Well, it looks like we'll go ahead and turn off onto taxiway Echo. Disarming the spoilers. Yeah, landing lights are checked off. Flaps are fully retracted. And let's see. Strobes going off. Let's go ahead and contact ground. I'm gonna park right here real quick, and we'll go ahead and get taxi the gate. Let me reset this. This is a real pain in the ass tonight. I don't know why.
Syracuse ground, Eagle Flight 505, request taxi to the gate. Eagle Flight 505, taxi to gate 24 via taxiway Echo Bravo Sierra. Taxiing to gate 24 via taxiway Echo.
Oh, they don't have separate terminals, do they?
Eagle Flight 505.
Be interesting to know. Oh wow, quite a bit of Northwest flights. What's that ERJ doing over there? I think it's an ERJ. Yeah, that's an ERJ. The engines are covered at the end like an IE. Yep. It's either Chautauqua or Envoy. I think it's Chautauqua. Usually fly out of LaGuardia. Oh, we're parking right on the end. How special are we? I'm not sure what terminal is which at Syracuse. Looks like US Airways, or I should say American now, is dedicated to this terminal over here. Huh. Interesting. I gotta update this airport file, which I might do tomorrow morning. I mean noonish. Cause, yeah. The Southwest fly in here? I think they do. They're just not here tonight. Actually might end it tonight. I don't think we're gonna get to Erie. Yeah, I think I'm gonna park here and I'm gonna get some shut eye. Might do a bit of setting for my training session, which should be a good idea. My sweatbox session tomorrow. But yeah, this was a fun flight. We did what, 4 legs, 3 or 4 legs. So that was fun. By the way, these videos, these actually I should say streams, will be uploaded to YouTube. And since we didn't play any music, there shouldn't be any copyright issues or anything like that. So we should be all set. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the aircraft. See, taxi lights coming off. Boop. And shut down the engines. Beacons coming off. But now it's coming off. And we'll go ahead and get the boarding underway. And that'll be it for tonight. American Airlines. And tomorrow, I think we're gonna go with the CRJ 900, which I'm actually gonna supplement in for. No, sorry, I'm gonna supplement in a CRJ 1000 for a 900 because the 900 model that Wilco made sucks so bad. I'm sorry, but it really does. The flight mechanics is just awful in it, and as I mentioned before, and you can rewind in the video, or I should say in the stream. But yeah, once those rear wheels touch down on the pavement, this nose wheel slams into the ground. It doesn't matter how smooth you're going, it just slams in. You can apply brakes, you can not apply brakes on initial touchdown, but it just slams right in regardless. So the CRJ 700 and 1000 work fine, they land normally. The CRJ 900 is the only one that lands messed up, so I don't know why that is, but yeah. We're gonna fly the 1000 tomorrow, and that should be fun. What's really different between the 900 and 1000 is I think the 1000 has like 3 more rows of seating extra than the CRJ 900. So, I mean, it's not really significantly different. I mean, there's obviously a difference between the CRJ 700 and the 900. Obviously, the number of window exits and obviously the seats, but there's really not too much of a difference between the 900 and the 1000. So, we'll do that tomorrow, or I should say today. So that'll probably be on at 4 p.m., 4:30ish. Depends on how long the sweatbox session goes. I have it scheduled for 3 o'clock, and that's going to be 90 minutes. So it might be pushed back to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be on the lookout for that. But definitely tomorrow afternoon. So it shouldn't take that long, but we'll see. Alright, so thank you guys so much for tuning to the stream. I hope you had a fun time. Again, like I said, stream tomorrow. And thank you for all those people that followed, and thank you for the people that tuned in and chatted and talked to me throughout the whole thing. So thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.